Be extremely careful about what your kids watch on YouTube. My kids watch a lot of YouTube. I'm not afraid to admit it. Sometimes I need a break. Sometimes I need to cook dinner. Sometimes I want to hide in the closet for 15 minutes and cry my eyes out. But after the horrifying things that just happened to my family, I don't think I'll ever leave them alone again. Anyway, a few days ago I put my kids on YouTube and walked away for a bit. I don't want to name specific names, but let's just say it's a very popular channel that follows the lives of several 3D animated toddlers and their families. Let's call it Bobo Pumpkin. But anyone who has kids knows exactly what channel I'm talking about. Anyway, I put the TV on and walked away. I just never could have imagined that this would soon turn into my worst nightmare. As I prepared dinner, however, I heard some strange audio coming from the TV. It sounded like the Wheels on the Bus song, the specific version from Bobo Pumpkin I'd heard dozens of times, except weirdly distorted, like it was being played back at half speed. The wheels on the bus go round and round, and then yeah, I'm never doing that again. They don't pay me enough to read stuff like that. Anyways, back to the story. I left a half-chopped onion on the counter and walked into the living room. But when I saw the TV, I was shocked. Some cheap rip-off channel with a name in a language I didn't recognize had stolen the audio and video for the classic Bobo Pumpkin Wheels on the Bus song. Except, presumably to avoid getting caught, they'd changed it up. They changed the audio to half speed or similar, making the voices low and distorted, almost demonic. They'd messed with the video multiple ways, turned it upside down, switched up the colors. The bus was pink, the kid's skin was cayenne blue, made two mirror images of it that intersected in the middle. These changes didn't happen all at once, but sequentially. A few seconds of upside down, then a few seconds of weird colors. When I finally got over my shock, I immediately grabbed the remote and flipped it off. The kids didn't seem to care one way or the other, but I was thoroughly creeped out. I knew something about this was deeply wrong. A few days passed. I kept a closer eye on the kids while they watched YouTube, but the video didn't come up again. I assumed that was the end of it. I was wrong. On Tuesday, after putting dinner on the table, I called to the kids. "Johnny, Amelia," I called. "Dinner's ready." No response. Ugh, these kids never listen to me. "Johnny, Amelia, where are you?" Silence. I charged up the stairs, ready to yell at them for not replying to me. But when I poked my head into Johnny's bedroom, he wasn't there. Amelia wasn't in her bedroom either. My heart began to pound. "Johnny? Amelia?" But then I heard it. The horn on the bus goes beep, beep, beep. That distorted, half-speed audio from the video, coming from my bedroom. I burst into my room, and sure enough, I found them both sitting on my bed, watching that cursed video on my TV. "Johnny, Amelia!" They didn't move. They just stared at the screen, eyes glassy, bright colors flashing over their faces, almost like they were hypnotized. I grabbed the remote and turned the TV off. They slowly turned towards me, sleepy almost, like they were just waking up. "Didn't you guys hear me?" I asked. Amelia shook her head. Johnny just stared. "Come on, dinner's ready." But as we sat down to eat, a horrible feeling grew in the pit of my stomach. That night after the kids went to sleep, I uninstalled the YouTube app from both TVs. There was plenty to watch on Disney Plus, and there was even that new Bobo Pumpkin show on Netflix. They'd have to just live without it for a while. After cleaning up downstairs and locking up, I took a bath. I sunk into the warm water, taking deep breaths, entering relaxation mode. But only 10 minutes later, I heard something coming from the other side of the door. Music. I strained my ears, listening. It was muffled enough that I couldn't make out the singing.